Sunlight streams through the dense canopy of a Southeast Asian rainforest. The air is warm, thick with humidity, and carries the unmistakable scent of ripening fruit. Hidden within this lush landscape is a fruit that polarizes opinions like no other. Some call it the king of fruits, while others can barely stand its presence. This is the durian, infamous for its formidable spiky shell, its notoriously strong aroma, and its rich, creamy custard-like flesh. Whether you love it or fear it, the durian's peculiar features are not just a random quirk of nature. They are the remarkable result of millions of years of evolution, a story written in the heart of the forest, shaped by the ecosystem and the very creatures that depend on it. Today, we're journeying back in time to uncover the evolution of the durian from its wild, ancient ancestors to the treasured cultivated varieties that grace markets across Southeast Asia and the world. Durians belong to the genus Durio asterisk, nestled within the Malvaceae family, which also includes plants like hibiscus and okra. Fossil evidence unearthed in Southeast Asia suggests that their ancestors were already thriving here over 10 million years ago, during the Miocene epoch. Imagine these ancient forests, a vibrant, competitive world where plants battle for sunlight, pollinators, and a chance to spread their seeds. The earliest durians were a far cry from what we see today. They were smaller, with thinner husks and a much less pungent flesh. Their evolutionary journey was profoundly influenced by the animals that shared their habitat. Birds, bats, and various mammals were the original durian connoisseurs, feeding on the primitive fruits and in doing so, carrying their seeds far and wide, planting the next generation of durian trees across the landscape. This was the beginning of a long and intricate dance between plant and animal. To survive and thrive in the dense, competitive environment of a tropical forest, the durian had to get creative. It developed a series of brilliant and unique adaptations. First and most obviously is its armor. That thick, spiky shell isn't just for show. It's a highly effective defense mechanism, protecting the precious seeds inside from being easily plundered by predators like primates and rodents who might otherwise feast on them before they are ripe. Then there's the smell. That powerful, complex odor, sometimes compared to onions, cheese, or even turpentine, is a masterpiece of chemical signaling. While it might deter some animals, it acts as an irresistible beacon for its key seed dispersers. Large mammals with a keen sense of smell, like orangutans, elephants, and even tigers, are drawn to the scent from a great distance, promising a high-energy meal. Finally, the reward inside is worth the effort. The large, nutrient-rich seeds are wrapped in that delicious, fatty flesh. This generous offering is a strategic trade-off. It rewards the animals powerful enough to break through the tough husk, ensuring they consume the fruit, and then disperse the large seeds, often miles away from the parent tree. These evolutionary strategies, defense, attraction, and reward, allow durians to outcompete other fruiting trees and cement their place in these complex ecosystems. The durian's reproductive strategy is just as fascinating as its defense mechanisms. While many flowering plants rely on bees or birds for pollination, the durian has a more nocturnal partner. Many durian species are primarily bat-pollinated. As dusk falls, their large, pale flowers open and release a strong, slightly sour fragrance into the night air. This scent is an open invitation to nectar-feeding bats. As the bats flit from flower to flower, feeding on the rich nectar, they inadvertently brush against the pollen, transferring it and ensuring fertilization. It's a beautiful example of a specialized relationship that has evolved over millennia. Once the flowers are fertilized, the fruits begin to grow, becoming heavy with their precious cargo. When ripe, they don't wait to be picked. They fall to the forest floor with a thud. This signals that the feast is ready. Animals like macaques, civets, wild pigs, and even hornbills arrive to break open the fruits and devour the flesh. This mutualistic relationship, where both the plant and the animal benefit, has been the engine driving the spread of durian trees across the vast expanses of Southeast Asia for millions of years. For much of its history, the durian's evolution was shaped by the forces of nature. But around 4,000 to 5,000 years ago, a new player entered the scene: humans. Our ancestors in Southeast Asia began to recognize the value of this incredible fruit. They started to cultivate durians, not just harvesting them from the wild, but actively selecting and planting seeds from the trees that produce the most desirable fruits. This marked the beginning of durian domestication. Early farmers began choosing fruits that were larger, had fleshier pulp, a milder flavor, and a more appealing texture. Over centuries, this selective breeding accelerated, especially in regions like Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia, which became hotspots for durian cultivation. This human-guided evolution gave rise to the hundreds of distinct cultivars we know today, from the bittersweet Musang King to the creamy sweet Manthong, each with its own unique taste profile, aroma, and appearance. Yet, despite this profound human influence, the durian has not forgotten its wild roots. It still retains many of its ancient adaptations: the thick, spiky husk, the powerful, pungent scent, and the energy-rich flesh. Today, as cultivated durians are a living illustration of the delicate balance between natural evolution and artificial selection. Beyond its role as a food source for humans and animals, the durian is a cornerstone of its ecosystem. By providing a crucial food source for a wide variety of animals, it supports their populations. By relying on bats for pollination, it sustains these vital nocturnal creatures. And through its seed dispersal methods, it actively shapes the structure and dynamics of the forest itself. Evolution hasn't just shaped the durian's physical traits. It has intricately woven the fruit into the ecological fabric of the rainforest, making it what ecologists call a keystone species. Its presence has a disproportionately large effect on its environment relative to its abundance. Today, the king of fruits has achieved global recognition. Durians are traded and enjoyed far beyond Southeast Asia, but this success story has a shadow. The wild relatives of our cultivated durians, the genetic reservoir from which all varieties sprung, are facing unprecedented threats. Deforestation for agriculture, urban expansion, and the impacts of climate change are shrinking their natural habitat at an alarming rate. Protecting these ancient forests and the wild durian trees within them is crucial. It's not just about conserving biodiversity for its own sake. It's about preserving the evolutionary heritage of this remarkable fruit. These wild genes could be vital for breeding new durian varieties that are more resilient to diseases and a changing climate. The durian is a living, breathing, and incredibly fragrant reminder of nature's boundless creativity. A perfect example of how adaptation and co-evolution between plants and animals can create something truly one of a kind. The evolution of the durian is a grand story of survival, of ingenious adaptation, and of profound ecological connection. From its humble origins as a small wild fruit in an ancient forest to the celebrated, cultivated varieties we enjoy today, the durian is a testament to the intricate and beautiful relationships that bind plants, animals, and humans together. It's a journey of spikes, scents, and survival, a story that has earned this incredible fruit its royal title as the king of fruits through millions of years of natural selection. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of the durian. If you found this as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. We'll see you in the next one.